What's good, YouTube and Twitch? We have Dan Cunningham, Team Zodiac Zone, against Jacob Reyes, and Jacob, I believe, has been surprising us over and over throughout the tournament. I think this is an undefeated match, if I'm not wrong. So I do not think it's an elimination match.
Hopefully Dan is probably playing Metalfoes.
I don't know, DDDs are legal, and our team chat's been talking a lot about it.
Oh, yeah. Any chat that has the DDD favorite Aaron on it.
This is true, Aaron is talking a lot of it. So it looks like Dan opens us up here. We'll see what he's playing very quick. He's a pendulum duelist though, but DDDs have pendulums in them also.
We have 42 cards.
42 does sound like Metalfoes, and there is an eccentric set of combo probably.
And okay. Maybe it didn't open too well here.
Oh, that does not bode well. People finally saying what's good back. You guys get me. My stream chat gets me.
Oh, man.
As I spill water on myself every time when I start commentating, I do that.
If he drew the Bambuku and didn't banish the Kirin, he is in good shape.
Desires. What a rough start indeed. So he searched the fusion to make sure, yep, and here he goes. He's going to create something. I don't think it's that rough. I would go ahead and get rid of my eccentric that way too. And make sure fusion is safe and then draw. It definitely looks rough, but it's not
because
necessarily.
That would mean his hand was no other pendulum monster.
Yeah, like that means he didn't have combo already. Because he would just hit the combo also. Ooh, eccentric. Maybe I'm just wrong.
Oh, maybe he said two eccentrics. Yep.
Yep,
okay.
There's combo.
Maybe his hand was just too good.
Could be. This still isn't, very optimal. But he hasn't had a normal or anything. He's not going to have to normal. He's still going to get to draw off of fusion.
This is the part where he tricks us all and drops the Kirin from his hand.
He's playing double combo here. That's interesting. Oh, Scout. Oh, he could no joke. He can draw Monolith. He has multiple very good things to draw here.
I'm sure he banished the Monolith.
Yeah, if he wasn't activating. Well, no, he was stuck, remember? He was actually stuck because the first one had to pop the eccentric, so if he scaled the Scout, he couldn't unscale it.
True.
So there was never a point where he was just fine. But now he can actually... Oh, now he can actually bounce the Scout, though, if he wants. But that would cost him his draw. So he's got a value here. Yep, he's going to draw. We were always drawing. That was the point of the play. If he gets the Monolith, that's so funny. But much more likely is Bambuku or...
True.
Any card with a Metalfoe in it.
Driver's probably going to pop the Volflame. Yep.
Gets fusion back down.
Interesting.
So maybe playing no counter and double combo. Oh, he's going to fuse again here.
Okay, now he's going to bounce.
Okay. I see where you're going with this.
He can bounce the Mithrilium in the combo, has a fusion draw for next turn. Alright. Good play, Dan. Good play.
Oh, I'm surprised he wasn't bouncing the Scout, but I guess he wants to have his scale safe.
He wants to set a... He has to set a full if he doesn't already have it in his hand.
2800 is no joke of a wall either. But I think he might be popping it here. Do you pop that or do you pop the Mithril?
I think you have to pop the Volflame, yep.
Okay, yeah. That 2800 wall is actually just very, very cool.
You said another combination?
Combos. I think he's not playing counter. Oh, no, Dragunity Blue Eyes, I would believe, if we're seeing a Dragunity card here.
Yeah, but that means he must have banished both his his quick play.
Oh, you're right. Ouch. He may only be playing one also. Which is hard to imagine with double combo. So here's that one card Crystal Wing. Or he's just needing to draw. That's the problem with some of these decks. Sometimes, I call it a problem because you have to get rid of pieces you might want to keep. So this is actually looking equally as rough back in a sense. Pitching failings, not getting a Crystal Wing out of it.
Well, no, because you can still use the ducks and still get the Crystal Wing out.
Yeah, true. But it seems like he wasn't there yet if he's still doing all this.
Ooh, he might have gotten there, though.
Yeah, this is a good hand. It definitely got there in terms of the draw power. So Blue Eyes, of course, not worrying about a 2800 wall like a lot of other decks might.
Oh, yeah. You see, this is where the Crystal Wing can still come out. Oh, it's about to be. This is where banishing that quick play is just deadly right now.
Yeah, you can't. He knows there's no fear of Alkahist right now. Play Drac Meteor and make sure everything's extinct. What's up, Hazard? Is it not better to make...
if there's any way he can have game.
Oh yeah, so as I was explaining, yes, I do have a Patreon, but right now it's at $70 a month, and my internet is going to be about 2 regionals a month. My plan is to stream about 22 regionals this year. So if you do the math, that's $90 a regional at almost 2 a month. Very close to 2 a month.
Oh, man.
This man's just going. So, yeah, I was hoping that YouTube would eventually, you know, the videos would get viewed enough, but it's such a niche regional coverage that it's really going to be fan-supported for a while, unfortunately. The videos just do not make that much money, especially in January. January's like the worst month for YouTube.
Alright, she's gonna go ahead, swing him for 3,000. He sent the stone with the ravine, so probably gonna spirit him, get rid of the scale in the end phase, and hope he just doesn't draw a Metalfoes card.
Oh man, but it's still...
Like, it still could be in Dan's favor, which is interesting, because he still has fusion, he still...
How's Dan gonna climb this Crystal Wing?
See, that's the only card.
But how does he do it? It can negate an Ori Calc. He's down to his regular fusion.
I guess it's drawn to Kieran and hope he can make a Mithril. He negates the Mithril. And you Kieran it.
He's got to get to this Metalfoes card first, too. He didn't have a Bismugear tonight in the Fantasy
True, but he gets
Search.
2 draws. And math says you give him 2 draws, you probably can draw a Metalfoes card. Blue Eyes just puts a lot of pressure real quick.
When it gets going, it gets going. That's for sure.
Well,
oh, he got to the metal photo. So we got a match. He's still got to... He's got to, like, Ori Calc twice or something. Which isn't the hardest. Especially with double combo. Alright, yeah.
No, I think you just Mithril. You use Mithril effect, target that, he's got to negate it. He'll destroy the Mithril. Mithril effect will summon another Metalfoes, and hopefully you can get to another fusion. Oh, wait, he can't fuse again. He's already shuffled once. You know, wait, this is only 1 Mithril. Yep. His only out is, like, hard drew the Kieran. Whoa.
So, top 3 cards on the ban list to come off. Exciton, Construct. What would you say, Alex?
Oh, Construct would be amazing. I do think Exciton will make the game really fair again. And I think...
Pendulum decks can't abuse it that bad because they have to set up.
Exactly. And it's just giving... But it gives decks that don't rely on the Pendulum mechanic to, like, remain even with.
And it does give pendulums like with okay, when I say Exciton, I'm assuming that they're hitting Norden, basically.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because the one card Exciton's on. Oh, but that draw was powerful. Or he already had all this?
Scales! Whoa!
Oh, he has eccentric too, so he can actually he can he can eccentric and Orichalc, and he can be in there.
Oh, he can't fuse. He twin twisted the fusion, and he's already shuffled at the beginning of his turn.
Ah, okay. Smart play to hit that. Well, I guess that's all you would hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn the Pendulum Man.
I don't know why he's saying damn. He's in a really good spot right now.
No, Seraph Chief is saying damn. Like you have all of this. Like, even though he's in a great spot, like, you've done all you can. You thought you were good, and you're still getting gone in on.
True.
What would be the third card? What do you think of my top three? I did not see your top three, buddy. I want killer monsters. I don't know what killer monster is. Reborn and Harpies. I think Harpies is a bit too OP. I like slower games. I like setting up. I think traps don't need anything more against them. All right, so he can eccentric pop and the breaksword pop, and that takes care of the crystal. But then that leaves a rank.
Doesn't crystal negate activation?
Oh,
but it's eccentric says use. Never mind. So yeah, you could just breaksword it.
Towers is fine. Towers is absolutely fine. We have lightning now, and we have kaijus. Towers, I am A-okay with, buddy. Again, Heavy Storm is the same as Feather Duster. You can play it without having any back row, or even reward your back row like combinations now. So it's actually kind of even worse than Feather Duster for some decks in the meta. I
see us potentially getting Trunade before Storm.
Trunade helps degenerate things that get their effects off again and again, though, too. That's why it's gone.
True.
The Dragon Rulers are a bit too powerful, especially... You would have to kill Dark Matter Dragon. And probably set up some other things.
Interesting. He must not play Breaksword.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate for him, showing... I don't know if I would have wanted to show that I don't play Breaksword. I might have scooped.
I might have just left the two monsters there, and I don't think the Ravine's really doing too much anymore.
Well, I guess we were never scooping. No point. He's got a huge extra deck still and can slowly try to get Fusion back into play with Eccentric.
Oh, I think this is over. Holy cow.
It's not favorable.
Especially if like he can take care of the scales. Man. He does have two draws again, though.
Cyberstein would be fine to come back, even though it's so degenerate. You've got triple Veiler. You've got searchable Veilers, like in this Blue Eyes deck. You can also search it with Abductor, even though that's not as relevant. There's just so many ways to Veiler, and like paying 5,000 and getting negated by Strike, Dimensional Barrier. There's so much to make Stein just not relevant.
Yeah, I agree.
It would be a fun.
But then, like going turn 1 and going Cyberstein and just seeing a Max C is just like would be painful as well.
Yep, there goes your turn. And 5,000. And Utopia the Lightning is the ultimate answer to everything.
Alright, so we're just seeing more pressure, probably game.
Yep.
Let's see, a Silver's cry for game. Oh no.
Oh, but we've got Spirit now to choke him out even further.
Crystal Wing, Spirit. I'm sorry. What do you top deck here? Like you have to top deck like Regeki.
Yep, or Sphere Mode. The famous ever.
In the main deck.
Why not? What a man. We knew what we were playing against.
Oh, and he's gonna break the scale. If he still has one in deck. Nope, he does not. So.
Did you just summon a bunch of monsters all at once? This board looks like when you're getting into dueling, like your ultimate nightmare as a kid. Like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, all these dragons! I need Exodia.
All of them have so much attack. What do I do?
How did fusion get negated there? What happened?
Oh, spirit negates the graveyard effect.
Oh, rips! I forget about that. Oh man. So we always like to take this time to thank PPG, Troll and Toad, and Zodiac itself, of course. Without you guys, we wouldn't have amazing tournaments for free. Yes, never charging entry, but that's all thanks to PPG, TNT, and of course you guys participating.
Right. So Blue Eyes gets to go second, which is what they usually argue they like to do better.
Let's see here. Delinquent Duo is way too delinquent. Confiscation is very similar. I think Dust Shoot would actually ironically be more fair. Thanks to the 62 people joining us. It really means a lot that you all have nothing better to do on a Thursday afternoon than watch some Yu-Gi-Oh! But then again, I guess there's no other real place to watch competitive level online Yu-Gi-Oh! You know?
That
Like
is
this.
true.
Well, actually, that's a lie. I saw Joshua Schmidt streaming the other day, so we got another one. Shoutouts to Josh.
All right, starting off with Luster Painful.
Luster is very good. We cannot charge. Under Konami rules, you cannot charge entry for a non-sanctioned tournament like that. Well, you could be a non-sanctioned store and do that, but I just am never going to do anything that would be against them, so we're never charging entry. That's just for a box, too, so charging like 128 people $1 a piece even would be too much. The sponsors give it, we just run it, we get content out of it, we get regular content. Everybody's happy. Honestly, the regionals are what stress me out more, and it actually takes money for me to do that.
Alright, so we see a big pendulum summon. I'm gonna finish with the Bismugear Surge. This is just a standard put.
And Ignister on the back burner, too.
Oh man, he's talking. That means usually a board wipe in the hand.
Yeah? Well, he's been table talking the whole time. That beat drop dough. Set the scale 0 and 13. Nice, nice. We do have our first generic scale 0 coming.
Oh, that is true.
Pendulum Mucho.
I'm waiting for the day we get different scales. You know, like blue is something and red is something.
Mmm.
It's set up so much for it.
Oh, like they can only go in one zone or something?
Yeah, like you go to the right side for your scale 7, or like your blue side for your scale 2.
That would be the same thing as high and low scales, though.
Yeah, but it would make like one card just like scales, like so.
Oh, like it would be the entire scale?
Like yeah, so like no, like you could only play like you would play like 3 of this level 5 monster where you could Summoner's Art it and potentially just set up scales and only play those 3 scales in your deck.
Hmm. Okay. How do you enter these tournaments? You just have to be on the Zodiac Duels Facebook group and pay attention to the pinned topic. as the current one rounds out. So it looks like a pretty decent start. Cards of Consonance in the Blue Eyes deck going off. Getting him 3 extra cards. Blue Eyes definitely something you want to add to hand rather than draw. And we do see a trade, and I was going to call it, but didn't want to commentator curse it.
Oh, here we go.
Wind Twister could blow this wide open. He knows what the quick plays are. It's both of them this time. So there are 2. Dan showing that he did indeed banish both, unfortunately, last duel for him.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. That game could have definitely swung in his favor.
That's just how the pendulum swings sometimes.
That's how desires swing sometimes. Ruins game plans.
Alternative popping on down. Nice.
This is probably correct. Try to... especially if he does have a board wipe, which I just have a feel... Oh, jeez. Discarding Max C. Interesting. That means the cards in his hand are insane. Only choosing to hit one of the fusions. I don't know if that's correct. Maybe he has another Max C in hand. No, you see, like, the rest of his hand must be either insane or he misplayed very hard with discarding this Maxi.
Yeah, we'll see his hand.
Because you almost know a combo is going to hit off, and that would just... I mean, Maxiing this play here is just crazy advantage, even without the combination.
In before misclick.
Do not know. Lava Golem. Okay. Even more where the...
Could he have wiped all the Metalfoes off the board? With that Lava Golem?
I think so. Oh, well, Mithrilium would have had its effect to go off. See, like I see, he kept he didn't discard the Blue Eyes. With
that Maxi could have been so good.
Man, yeah, that was...
Yeah, he could have Maxied Lava Golem. It's looking like he just misplayed and realized it. Unfortunate, but it happens. Sometimes you're under pressure in a duel, you don't see the right plays, and then it all starts going wrong. It just happens. You gotta clear your mind, you gotta see the next duel, you gotta realize that was just a game, I can still take this match, we're still in it, I'm choosing first or second.
True.
And Yada can never come back.
Oh, hell no.
That card is too degenerate. No. That card is basically the reason for the first ban list.
I was playing for fun. Like, I had no idea what Yu-Gi-Oh was. I was just like, pretty cards and stuff. And I remember like playing against that deck at a local once, and I was like, really? You could have beaten me. Like, looking back, he could have just beaten me other ways. He didn't have to resort to that.
Alrighty.
That in last turn. Oh man.
Thank you all who donated tonight. If you guys who donated want viewer battles, I am down. And anyone else who donates, I'm down to stick around and do some viewer battles after this. I don't know why the music keeps pausing. YouTube's being weird.
Probably going to see the Blue Eyes deck go first, try to establish a spirit, maybe some back row of some sort.
Chaos Imp was a huge reason, but... honestly, Yada's the part that made that so broken. Like, yeah, you could have got one card and that one card's Yada. So your opponent has one turn to draw a beat stick to, like, make that Yada not worth. And if they drew anything to clear your monster like a Smashing Ground, they just won. Raigeki, Dark Hole, etc.
But also, the fact that it was a spirit monster, too, was just, like, ridiculous.
Yeah, it protected itself.
Yeah, it's like, oh, gotcha.
Well, honestly, staying on the field's not a problem if you've actually hard locked them.
All right, so Dragon's Ravine. Trade in. Okay, all right. Discarding alternative, so that either means his hand's already crazy or he bricked. So.
Yeah, you never really want to be pitching alternative.
Yeah, unless you've got, you know, the return. Oh boy, oh boy. He's digging.
This is a lot of digging very early on a deck that relies on Dragon's Ravine and pitching.
Yeah, curious to see why he chose to not, like, look at his hand, see if he needed a resource that Dragon's Ravine, like, could have gotten him to, at least in the graveyard.
He might not have had it already. Or did he search it out?
No, he searched. He terraforming the first card he played.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So that's why I was curious to see if there was like anything he could get out of his deck before desiring, so that way he didn't get potentially locked out.
And he did have the other alternative, it looks like, unless he drew into it. And going further...
He's probably digging for a tuner to make spirit, but doesn't look like he got there.
Oh, gospel.
All right. So we're going to see a rank 8, maybe?
Billy prefers making rank 8s, but he's also playing decks that get extra advantage off of it. Harbinger, a very good card, but one normal summon Disintegrate can definitely change that outlook.
Yep, unless it's an anti-spell set. In that case, good luck.
Yeah, if it's anti-spell, that's the stones. And draw, standby. Nope, main phase 1.
Uh-oh.
One normal Disintegrate, and it's the nightmare.
If he was playing the Billy Goo, there would have been
actually, never mind. There's a Return of the Dragon Lords, but that's only level 7 or 8, not rank, right? Or
I think
if a Dragon type monster you control. Okay, so Harbinger would no, the Disintegrate actually would not do it. Okay, so this is actually a Harbinger that has to die twice. This is actually very, very strong.
Curious to see, I know a lot of the Metalfoes players usually don't keep the Scout in going second. Oh, and it's the contradiction right here.
Yeah. Change of Heart's way too strong. You just take things. This is mine now. I am captain now.
Now, how does he bait the Hope Negate?
This may be it.
Okay, alright. Does not want to steal things. Probably just wants to bounce it away and...
Yeah, you're probably fine with this.
Okay.
You just, you probably negate... You wait for the thing that you think would be the last Metalfoes scale, I think.
Doesn't it negate the effect of it, or does it have to negate... It can negate activation.
Yeah, I think both. It can, but it negates the effect ultimately. You can negate the effect, and if you do detach... if you do attach that card. Okay, so, it has to be when it's activated on the field. Okay, so... You can't just do it to a scale being placed down?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Interesting. He might have let himself get in the predicament here.
He doesn't to negate fusion, though, which is pretty big.
Yeah, you're definitely holding out for that.
Alright, so I think you just low scale here, make infinity, and see if you just win the game from that. Unless that back row's a twin twister, which it probably is.
Activating fusion right here, interesting. Yeah, you auto-negate that. Because Mithrilium would take care of it, right?
Okay.
Eccentric and scale evolving, so he's gonna take care of the back row and have a pendulum summon. Oh,
he probably has scales.
Okay.
Yep, no, he probably has scales in his hand. That's probably why he went this route.
And now it's Might be free range from there. Whoa!
Oh no!
This may just be game.
This is over. If he does not scale this, like if he doesn't need the Kieran to scale, it's game. I think. There's one.
And there's two. Not the optimal one.
Maybe he's just using the effect.
You always scale Bismugear second to last.
Aw, oh, damn it. Damn it.
He's still gonna get an Infernity Slurp here, along with a huge amount of damage.
Oh, he says GG. I think that's it.
Yeah, you're gonna be playing with 2 cards through an Infinity, so it's rough, but it's not over this turn. Play out, Dan. Don't let him timer scam you. There we go.
Get that fusion back. Oh, that's so good.
Pot of Greed cannot come back. A free draw 2 for no cost cannot come back. The player who sees it first would be so heavily rewarded.
Especially if they win first.
So ironic, like cards that take cards taking cards that take cards. Infinity taking Harbinger when Harbinger took Fusion.
Oh man. Just drew the painful. Jesus.
Well, if you ain't fusing, you know what you're doing. You're losing.
Oh, is that game? This might be game. Make Orichalc with the eccentric.
Ooh, yeah. Oh,
Crimsonite.
Crimsonite. I have my own Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Lose the timer, LOL. That doesn't matter anymore. He's got game on board, sir.
Yeah, it's proven game. With an Infinity negate. It's just still left. You could have even claimed that you had a battle trap. And there you have it. Dan the Man Cunningham taking this one out, clinching it. Any final thoughts?
Just show the true power of Infinity.